Part 3 of MARC. The Library of Congress sets the MARC standards. The LC MARC Standards website includes the definitive definitions of every field, indicator, and subfield for every MARC format. Of the most interest for us so far is the MARC bibliographic format. It is easily found in the left-hand navigation of the MARC Standards website. The Library of Congress's MARC 21 format for bibliographic data details the use of MARC 21 by the Library of Congress, and therefore by those of us who follow LC's standards. The introduction is a good place for more information about the bibliographic format and its use, and the format summary lists every possible MARC field currently in use by the Library of Congress. Let's look at the 20x through 24x information to explore getting around in the MARC bibliographic format. First, it is easy to navigate between areas by following the breadcrumb links at the top. So if you need to switch to a different area, it's easy to get back to the bibliographic formats page without having to go all the way back to the MARC Standards site. But you can also go back to that main MARC Standards site from the breadcrumb links. Then you can navigate inside each area to the specific MARC field that you need. Note that each field has both a full and concise version. The concise version does not include complete subfield definitions. It is wise to always consult the full version. The beginning of each page has some information about the MARC field as a whole, including information about each indicator, a list of available subfields, and a definition of what the field contains. Then, as you scroll down, you begin to see the full guidelines for MARC field use. These guidelines include complete descriptions of the content and use of the MARC field. The guidelines go into greater detail for the indicators and the options for each, as well as provide examples of their use. And then each subfield is defined with guidance on how to apply it and examples of good use. Below the indicator and subfield guidelines is information about punctuation as used by the Library of Congress. And at the very bottom of each page, for each MARC field and each area of description, is the history of application changes for that MARC field or area of description.